my name is Manu Amarasinghe. I'm presenting on behalf of my group in Biology 143, Comparative Vertebrate Morphology. Today, we will be presenting our findings on representation in Fresno State's mammal collection. More specifically, we will be discussing matters of diversity relating to the species represented and the representation relating to the honoring of biologists in species names. The purpose of this project was twofold. One purpose was to determine if the mammal collection at Fresno State was representative of the biodiversity of California and the Central Valley. The second purpose was to determine if the honorary names of the species reflected any patterns of diversity or lack thereof within the scientific community. This was done by cataloging and analyzing the entirety of the mammal collection at Fresno State. And by doing this, we hoped to expand on existing data to build a more whole and concrete inventory at Fresno State. And we did this by analyzing metadata from the Fresno State mammal collection. Web sources like Wikipedia were used to determine whether or not the species were present in the Central Valley and whether or not the species were endemic to the state of California. For the second component of our research, we took each species name and tried to determine whether or not it was named after a geographic location, a morphological trait, or named after a person, usually a prolific biologist. All of this data was entered into an Excel database where it was then analyzed. So in regards to the geographic portion of this research, we found that, that there were a large number of species in the collection that were from California. This data also indicated that the collection was representative of both the biodiversity in the state and the biodiversity in the Central Valley region. If you look at this feature here, this figure, we can see that there's the blue oval, which represents all of the species found within California, native to California and local to our region. This orange oval represents the collection that we have here at Fresno State. And there's quite a bit of overlap between the two, indicating that the mammal collection represents, in part, the biodiversity of the state and of our region. And this bodes well for the field of biodiversity. Having this sort of collection at our institution means that people have access to study and appreciate the unique biodiversity of our region. In regards to the second part of our study relating to the honorees and the species names, we found that 58% of the collection is named after morphological traits, 24% named after geographical location, and 18% are named after a person. If we zoom into the 18% that are named after someone, we can see that the honorees are not very diverse in their backgrounds. All 29 honorees were white males, with 86% being from the US, 7% that were English, 4% from France, and 3% that were Scottish. And all of the white males honored in the collection were fellow or esteemed biologists. Therefore, the homogeneous nature of the honorees reflects a lack of biologists of different nationalities and genders, or at the very least, a lack of biologists of differing backgrounds who are celebrated by their scientific communities. Hopefully, we can play a part in celebrating scientists from all sorts of backgrounds. Thank you for listening.